I'm making it my mission to find the very best violin pickup for my violin. As many of you know, I'm a violinist. I play at many live events, including weddings and gigs, and as I don't use an electric violin, it's very important that I have a good pickup that enables me to amplify my violin. So I'm going to try as many pickups as I can so that you don't have to. So for this first episode of what I assume will turn into a series, I've got KNA supporting me with KNA Pickups. Now, they're a pickup company who hand make a lot of their pickups for acoustic instruments specifically, and a lot of them, they even hand make them out of wood. So I really love, the aesthetic of the wood effect with obviously wooden instruments. I think it looks beautiful, and although looks aren't everything, it sure does help for me with a pickup. So I'm really excited to look at their pickups. Now, they've sent me two of their pickups. They've sent me the wireless version and also the cabled version. So amongst a lot of other goodies, they've sent me the two pickups. The first one is the VV3V. This one plugs in, and then you've got the VVWI, which is the wireless pickup. They both have volume controls, which is really cool. I haven't experienced a pickup that has a volume controller before, so I'm really excited by this. Both pickups are also suitable for both violin and viola, so if you're a violin user, this might come in handy for you too. What I love best about these pickups is they don't require you to modify your violin in any way. So previously I've used pickups that require me to take the bridge off and put it below the bridge and change bits, modify bits, but these just slot into the bridge so you can take them on and off quite easily. So firstly, I'm going to look at the wireless pickup. Now this one is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it's got this stunning wood effect that, like I said earlier, blends perfectly with the wood of your instrument. I think this is stunning. So this is the little adapter that will go into the soundboard or wherever you're amplifying your violin. I like the feature that means that you can move this out of the way if you're blocking any other inputs on the soundboard. So then you turn this one on, which will then connect to the pickup that goes on your violin. So this is the bit that will attach to your violin. It's got legs similar to a chin rest with the same kind of adapter, enabling you to tighten it onto there. It's got the buttons for the volume, which is really cool, and then it comes with the little cable with the pickup, which is just this little wood at the bottom. This is exactly the same as the pickup with the cable. As you can see, it's got the carpeted jack that you will see within a lot of pickups for violins. It's then again got the legs that I was talking about that are similar to the chin rest. So then the input's there, it's got this small little cable that leads to the pickup chip that is going into my bridge. Now, as you know, there's two wings either side of a violin bridge. You've got the first one, which is under the G string, and then the second under the E. Now, I've decided that the G string is the best place to locate the pickup. The first reason for that is because I actually had a bit of a conundrum when it came to putting the pickup on. Now, as 99% of violin users probably use a shoulder rest, what you'll face is that you've got the two legs either side of the violin, 1 and 2. You've then got the chin rest there, so it kind of only leaves one spot which is there for the pickup to go. This is again the same for the wireless one, but it works. Again, the cable is quite short, so I think aesthetically the best place for it to go is under the G string. We'll talk later about why I also think this is a great place for it to go in terms of the sound too. But I'm really pleased with how it looks aesthetically. I think the black looks really professional. One other point that I'd like to make is, due to where the output is located, and obviously this being one of the only practical places to put the pickup, what I noticed before is that I have a straight to straight jack cable, and what that means is plugging in the cable into that output, it shoots straight out. If we plug it in, as you can see, it's kind of a hindrance when you want to play the higher strings and it gets in the way of your shoulder. So I would definitely recommend, if you haven't already got an angled jack, it would come in handy. Now, we've come on to the bit that's the most important, and that is of course the sound. I'm really impressed with both of these pickups. They offer a really lovely rich tone, and it amplifies the natural acoustic violin sound perfectly. Something I have noticed is that due to where I've located the pickup, for me under the G string on the left side of the wing, you do notice that when you play that string, it's a little bolder than the other strings, and it's also accompanied with a little kind of hiss noise. It's not that noticeable, and especially when you're playing live, you can EQ it out and you can add effects to work around it and make it sound how you want it to sound. But it is interesting, especially because even if you put it on the other side of the E, of course it's the same. I do think having it under the G string is best for that though, because the richness and warmth of the G kind of eliminates it, but it is a lot more noticeable under the E string. But again, I'm really pleased with how both of these pickups sound. They offer a very similar tone. There's not much difference apart from comfortability. But for me, I really like the plug-in version. I think it's the reliability of not having to charge the wireless one, and that I can take it off and it's quite small. I don't have to worry about two parts. It is just the one. I've had great use of it already in rehearsals. I played a show live and I was really pleased with the results. So I'll show you a little clip from that so you can have a listen to how it sounds. I've also recorded 3 clips to finish this video with. The first one is of the wireless pickup, the second one is the plug-in pickup, and the third is microphones that I would usually use to record violin. Now I know that naturally you wouldn't be using these pickups to record violin, they would just be used for live performances, but it's really interesting so that you can hear the tone for what it is and just hear it raw. So I'll leave that at the end and you can let me know which one you prefer the most. Hopefully this has been helpful, and if there's any other violin pickups that you'd like me to review, then please let me know.